Janab Syed Hamid, Chancellor, Hamdard University. I am Hamdard, Delhi correspondent to Circles.net. Today, UPSC has declared results for 2009, and one student of this Hamdard study circle has topped the entire country. What's your first reaction on this great success of your student?
No, we were working towards this end, and ultimately we have achieved what we were working for. Because earlier, the highest position that our trainees had got was the second position in the country. That was Abu Bakr Siddiq from South. But this is for the first time that our trainee has topped in the list of successful candidates, and we are certainly legitimately proud of this. We are also proud of the fact that this has happened in respect of a candidate from Jammu and Kashmir, where, as you know, conditions have not been very favorable for serious study, and yet this young man has proved that in spite of all the difficulties in the way, one can be successful and eminently successful. He is a role model. He is a role model for the youth all over, particularly the youth in J&K.
Right. Today, 21 Muslims have got selected out of 875 total students throughout the country. Out of these 21, 9 are from this Hamdard Study Center. As a living great educationist in India, Syed Hamid Sahab, what do you think? How Muslims' presence can be increased in the bureaucracy, in the civil services?
You have raised a very important point, and that has been worrying us for quite some time. The proportion is not satisfactory because Muslims are 13.4% of India's population, and 13.4 should have brought us much more than we have actually got. I was a member of the Sachar committee which visited most of the states, and wherever we went, and wherever we asked the people, the authorities there, as to why the number of Muslims in the services is very insignificant, invariably the answer was that they get success according to the numbers in which they appear for competitions, small and big competitions. So our major difficulty now is that not enough Muslim candidates are appearing for the civil services examination and other examinations. Our major effort now should be to increase our catchment area, to persuade young men to appear for competitions for various posts, not only for civil services, but there are so many posts for which they can appear, and it should be our endeavor and the endeavor of everybody interested in their welfare to persuade them to appear in larger numbers for competition, because if they work hard, then nobody will be able to prevent their success, and that will probably be our endeavor. And this, what has happened today, would be an encouragement and an incentive for many of our youths. So it's not just Shah Faisal who has succeeded, he has become an inspiration for Muslim youth in general and youth from weaker sections in particular.
Last and brief question, Syed Hamid Sahab. In the last 2 decades, have you seen any ray of hope from the Muslim community towards educational empowerment and development?
Yes, I have been striving for it according to my limited capacity, and it's hope that keeps one alive. And I did try to persuade. We took out caravans of education, caravans of health, so that we could persuade Muslim youth, because there was an impression that they would be discriminated against and nobody would select them. We tried to dispel that impression, and I do hope that although the progress has not been very satisfactory, but in 10 years' time I do expect a revolution.
Right. Syed Hamid sahab, as a legendary educationist in India, what's your message to the Muslim community?
My message to the Muslim community is that we arising from what has happened today, I would say that be sure that if you work hard, then you will be rewarded. It's not that you will be discriminated against all the time. There are cases, sometimes cases of discrimination, but in spite of those cases, we must move forward. And I'm sure that if we become a little more serious and make a greater effort, I suppose we will succeed. And I am almost sure that by Allah's grace, within the next 10 years, there will be a very substantial change in our condition.
Thank you very much for talking to DoCircles.net. Thank you very much.